And welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. We have just joined back up with Nina. And, well, we finally have 3 members again. Nina wants to go back to Sin City because she's been doing this investigation with Mayor McNeil. McNeil was connected to the crooks over at Sin City. So she figures, oh, okay, I can further my investigation, do all this other crap by going to Sin City and, you know, checking out what's going on there. Ordinarily, you'd think she'd bring some of her troops with her, but whatever. Now, in battle, you'll notice that Nina is pretty much exactly the same as she was before, with the minor exception that as the monsters have basically gotten tougher and her level hasn't gone up at all since Angel Tower, she's lost a little bit of ground on them, and unfortunately, usually on playthroughs of this game, she never really recovers from that loss. Her low defense and low HP just aren't really good enough to keep her in the game in terms of abilities. See, defense 57 and HP 71, way lower than Garr. And oh, okay, there we go. Piece of armor I can put on her. Now, you'll notice she has wings now. Now, I'm reading through, like, forums and stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode or not. But there's some debate over whether their wings on her back are real or not. Now, there's one thing, she's definitely not capable of flying with them. She can't fly with them. So it seems to me that those wings on her back are vestigial. She can't use them for their original purposes. But you also see if you stand around for a little while and she doesn't move, she, like, stretches and they twitch, kinda. So they're probably real. But she can't fly with them. I mean, he wouldn't tell anyone that he tried to kill Ryu? It's kinda messed up. Still hear that damn other soundtrack playing in the background. Stupid emulator just screws it up. Had a lot of problems while doing my Xenogears walkthrough. Now before we go back into Sin City, let's go use the ferry Terra and check out what our ferries have been up to. See if they've made any progress with their little village here. Increased village size. What that means is they flattened this area out here and they've made room for 2 or 3 buildings. I can't remember which. So what I'm gonna do is take the ferry I had on clearing land and switch it over to building. So that ferry will put a building up there, and hopefully by the time we come back, a few more ferries will have been born and we can utilize it. Head down to Sin City. Whoa, something's wrong here. You can smell blood from over there. With you, a shark? Let's check this out. Anytime now. Oh, the hooker's still alive. Okay. So, Ryu is here. And kicked everybody's asses. Okay, he killed at least one of them. It's a criminal organization. Not a punk kid. Sure, I'll do that. 10 zenny? Is that it? Are you kidding me? I saved your ass, and that's all you have to give me? Okay, we have a treasure chest over here you're going to want to get. Old painting. It's not really a useful item, but you can sell it at some point in the future and get some good money for it. Walking sideways. He doesn't want to interrogate him, he wants revenge. He wants to kill him. That's all he wants. Okay. Where the boss is... Apparently I decided to go back into Sin City for some reason. Yeah, it's all the same. Go back out. And the boss is to the northwest up here, at this checkpoint up here, trying to flee off beyond the edge of the civilized world, apparently. What the hell he planned to do out there, I have no idea. Oh, it's getting serious. Hold on, something's happening here. Nina seems the only one to see it. Oh! Should have taken his head right off. Okay. I would recommend that you swap Nina out for Garr in this case. Because, well... Nina's kind of bad. And if you bring Nina, she'll go down with one hit, and she probably won't be of much help during the fight. Okay, this is the first fight in a long time that has Ryu in it, but he will start the battle unconscious. So if you have any ammonia, go use that on him. Also make sure you heal him, because when you bring him back, he's only going to have barely any health. So heal him as quickly as possible, so he's not, dead. Ugh, he poisons you. Doesn't that suck? Now you'll notice once you bring Ryu up beyond maybe 25% of his max health, you will lose control of him and he will go into this mode called Were-Tiger. This is only going to force itself upon this fight. He will not always do this for the rest of the game. But he's going to turn into the Were-Tiger and he's become, well, quite a bit more powerful. You do not have control of him in Were-Tiger form, though. I was having some controller difficulties there. Okay. Now, in case you have forgotten Ryu's kind of abilities, and most of the time in the early parts of the game he was at a higher level than your other characters, so it was a little hard to gauge what he was actually capable of. But Ryu is a fast character with maybe a slightly below average attack power or defense, and a low magic ability. Which means that in this battle, you're going to have to be a little bit careful about how much damage you're going to let him take. So that's why I used shield. Also, another thing is, if you have influence, which I remember I told you to get a while back, use it here. And use it in any fight that you're planning to use Were-Tiger. Because it affects Were-Tiger. It affects Ryu. And, well, if you do not do that after maybe 3 or 4 turns, or however, not that really far into the battle, the Were-Tiger spell will cause Ryu to go insane, and he will indiscriminately attack whoever the hell he wants, meaning he might actually hit one of your characters. Which is bad because his attack power is so high he may kill them in one hit. Oh, it's dealing damage. This guy's pretty tough. Beef jerky. See, now that I have influence on there, he repeatedly attacks Mikba. Enough screwing around. What do you say we pull a dragon at it in this mix? Jeez, he certainly has a lot of reprisal attacks. What are we going to do here? More controller difficulties. I had a lot of them in this fight, apparently. This mix that I just made there will do you absolutely no good. Do not do that. It was some stupid mistake I had made. Here's a funny thing. Despite the fact that Ryu is capable of turning into a dragon, his attack power goes through the roof, all that kind of stuff, provided you take care of him, Ryu will actually do a majority of the damage during this fight. So as long as you keep him alive long enough and keep him, you know, not hurt and everything, he will win this fight for you. Trick is keeping him alive. Garr is going to become kind of a secondary character. He's not really going to do a lot of damage compared to the other two, and he's rather slow. If it wasn't for the fact that Nina has such a low defense and HP, I'd have her here, but she wouldn't survive even a single hit. Let's, fired, Ice Dragon. There we go. Everyone loves an Ice Dragon. Oh, look at that damage. It's incredible. A little bit later on in the game, we're going to get another dragon form called Warrior, which is going to give Ryu a higher attack power than the Were-Tiger form. That's not going to be for a couple of episodes. Eat a meal. Oh, that's a shame. Barely did any damage. And of course, Garr goes and then uses the beef jerky on the dragon. That makes no damn sense. Couldn't have used it on himself or anything, could he? This dragon form sucks. Try something else. Bring Ryu back from the dead. Again. This Garr only has 4 fingers on each hand. Wow. Health is getting kind of low. Let's do a little bare minimal dragon. Notice you still had enough control over Ryu at low HP for him to use items or do whatever the hell you needed him to do. And we got him! What the hell just happened? I think that was an emulator problem. It shouldn't have looked like that. It should have had some sort of effect. That's a little underwhelming, isn't it? He just sort of got really skinny and disappeared. Like Calista Flockhart. That's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for the next one, and we're going to head back to Windia.